Nigeria legislators consider new law to end widow in-laws forced marriage, other cultural practices. The House said it was about to abolish certain traditions and mourning rights that dehumanize widows. Hello guys, you are welcome to the news. The House of Representatives has listed a series of cultural traditions it will overlaw, especially those infringing on the fundamental rights of widows in Nigeria. They include preventing in-law from taking over possession of properties belonging to the late husband and forced marriage between a widow and her deceased husband's brothers. According to Punch, on December 12, 2021, the House said it was about to abolish certain traditions, and mourning rights that dehumanize widows. The Violence Against Persons Prohibition Acts Amendment Bill 2021, which is awaiting second reading at the House, especially lists and defines the cultural practices, some of which are considered as mourning rites that must be performed by a widow. The bill seeks to amend the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act number 19, 2015 to prohibit the discrimination against widows and all forms of repressive and degrading widowhood practices, provide for remedies for victims, and penalize offenders. The proposed inception partly reads: consent means free, full, mutual, voluntary, and informed decision not extracted under pressure or vitiated by external factors such as constraints, and consent is absent when coercive methods are used such as pressure of various kinds, emotional blackmail, physical duress, violence, abduction, confinement of official papers to deny a person the option of refusal. Harmful widowhood practices mean all traditional behavior, attitudes, or practices which negatively affect the rights of a widow and include a. Compelling a widow to express a sorrow of losing a husband by wearing black, white, or any other color of colors, not taking a bath or having a change of clothes, or wailing and falling against her will. 2. Go into a seclusion for any length of time. Sleep in the same space with the body of her deceased husband. Unweave her hair. Keep a low cut. Shave or scrape her hairs. 4. Sit or sleep on the bare floor or mat. 5. Cook or eat from broken plates. 6. Swear to an oath or drink the bath water of her deceased husband in order to prove her innocency of any allegation or as part of cultural practices. Under any guise, whether or whatever, enter any form of marriage without her consent. 7. Undergo any other repressive and degrading widowhood practices. Maltreatment of widow, property grabbing against a widow, willing of matrimonial home to another person. When the late husband is survived by a widow who has not remarried. Transfer of the illegal guardianship of a child of a widow to another person unless it is proven that 1. She is of sound mind and body, or vesting guardianship of the child with her would be detrimental to the interests and the welfare of the child, or disinheriting a widow from a property jointly owned by her late husband-in-laws. The bill also defines discriminations against widow to include any distinction, exclusion, or restriction made on the basis of her being widowed, while levirate marriage means the marriage of a widow to the brother of her deceased husband. It further reads, maltreatment of widows includes domestic violence, sexual assault, forced marriage, trafficking, property grabbing, conversion of property, forced evictions, repressive widowhood practice, as well as discrimination against widows. Property grabbing includes taking of property of a deceased person from his widow or children, and such property may include the material home, land, or any other movable or non-movable property. Surrogate marriage means a husband engaging in marriage or sexual relations with the sister of his wife, usually after the death of his wife or if his wife is proven to be barren. Meanwhile, a widow residing with her in-laws or parents, according to custom, tradition, or due to other circumstances, should not be denied access to the facilities under this bill on that ground. The bill also proposes a national day for the prohibition of discrimination against widows, women, and girls to be marked every May 23rd. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons will also be responsible for the enforcement of the proposed law according to the bill. Okay? That is a nice one, but they should not still forget about underage marriage. You understand? Because that too is really very important. They should still look into underage marriages. I'm dropping it here, guys. What's your take concerning this news? Kindly share your thoughts with us below the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye for now.